The son of popular dancehall entertainer David Constantine Brooks has been found guilty of murder. Hi again and welcome. This is Links 007 TV Celebrity Scoop, and we'll be right back with the details of this to come on the program. We ask you, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell, and click on all so you're always in tune whenever time we post new videos. We'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome to Celebrity Scoop on Links 007 TV, bringing you the latest news, views, and trends on celebrities.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us for the program. This is Links 007 TV Celebrity to the Scoop. Trust and hope that you're doing fine wherever you are watching this video right now in the world. Thanks for joining us here at Links 007 TV. Much love and much respect goes out to you for continuing to support the movement of Links TV. If it's the first time you're watching, please remember just to like, share, subscribe to the channel. This is the place where you get the best in local and international news updates. Alright, so what I want to talk about today is the son of popular dancehall entertainer David Constantine Brooks, who goes by the stage name Mavado. As you know, Mavado and his son has been the center of a serious police investigation with the murder of an individual that took place a number of years ago. And his son this week was actually found guilty of murder. And we have been tracking this story and following it up to the T. And it's very sad to see that this individual, which is the son who goes by the name Dante Brooks of Mavado, was found guilty of murder. Now, murder charge, as you know, is a very serious charge, especially when it is committed in such a gruesome and cruel manner. We have seen a number of people being accused of committing murder and they have been found guilty. And the charges that stem in this initial one was one that was actually signed and sealed even before the verdict was delivered. When we look on our young people in our day-to-day life and the society that we're living in, it's very sad that they have chosen this path of crime and violence, and now this has landed this young teenage boy behind bars. So we're going to bring you up to date with the latest that we have to bring to you in relation to the story of this young individual. So the legal team of Dante Brooks, the son of Jamaican international recording artist Mavado, plans to appeal the teenager's murder conviction, which was handed down Wednesday of this week in the Home Circuit Court. The attorney representing the teenager, who is said to be Peter Champagny, said that they plan to appeal the verdict that was handed down. Dante, who is actually 18 years old, was found guilty of illegal possession of firearm and arson in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston. His co-accused Andre Hines was also found guilty. The two were charged in connection with the grisly killing of Lorenzo Thomas in St. Andrew, in the community known as Cassava Peace. And if you know this community, you know that this community has had a long-standing scenario of violent acts being committed, and this is where Mavado grew up as well. So the incident took place on June 5th, 2018. According to prosecutors, Brooks, who is the son of the dancehall entertainer, and Hines were among 5 men who entered a house and shot Thomas before pushing his father into another room. Thomas' killers reportedly attempted to sever his head from his body, but aborted the mission because the machete was too dull. So that is why this was described as a grisly killing of this individual. It is alleged that this individual had some confrontation at first with the dancehall entertainer himself, and then this led to the act being committed on him. However, we cannot confirm that information, but that was what was being stated. If you can recall this incident back in 2018, the police had issued a warrant for Mavado to turn himself into the police. But Mavado did not turn himself into the police because he knew what was up with the whole entire situation. And if he had turned himself in, then he would have been arrested and charged for something that he would not maybe have known about that transpired. So he opts out of the situation and did not really turn himself over to the police, because I really can't blame him in that sense, because next he turned himself into the police for questioning, then they would have hold on to him and then might be laid charges against him as well. So the teenagers then poured gasoline on the house and the body and setting it on fire. Prosecutors relied on testimony of Thomas' father, who indicated that he knew the son's killers from the community. So the father was one of the key witnesses in the case as well, that landed the son of the dancehall entertainer behind bars. And I can tell you that this situation has spilled over so much, and this is one of the cases that I've been following for some time now. But this individual, he was so young, and I've heard the description of the actual scene of the crime, and I can tell you, based on the father's recounting of the actual crime, it was very shocking that someone could be so cold and heartless towards another human being. So the police and investigators rely on eyewitness evidence in order to convict the teenage son of the dancehall superstar Mavado. Now he is set to be sentenced sometime soon, and if you have been following many stories of murder conviction, you'd have seen the amount of time that these individuals would have received whenever they commit murder. But in this scenario or this situation that transpired, many right now are anticipating whether or not he will be given life sentence, and it's one of those cases that really needs to be looked into, because this youth is so young, and it's very sad to see that he has thrown his life away at such a tender age. But it's very sad as well to see that someone could be so cold and heartless towards another person, as I said before. So the case was tried, and it is said that the individual, and this is Hines and Brooks, will be sentenced on March 10. So that's the date that the court has scheduled for them to be sentenced, and that would be March 10. So the trial took 12 days and the deliberation as well. So the evidence from 14 witnesses were presented in court, and the court heard of how they came to the house and then the act that they carried out. They said the court also heard that on the day before the incident, the father of Lorenzo Thomas, and this would have been the individual that was taken out, received word that his son was going to be killed before the incident. The elder Thomas received word and was making arrangement in order to remove his son from the area. Later that day, the elder Thomas said that he visited his son to give him some money for food, and upon returning to the home, he passed the accused men before entering his yard. According to the elder Thomas, he went into the yard and later saw the son arrive at the house. He said he saw the two accused men and other standing near his fence for a couple of hours and pointed out his son. Thomas said shortly after 3:30 a.m. he heard when the door of his son's room was kicked open. Followed that, he heard something that sounded like an explosion. He said he then saw his son falling to the ground while clutching his chest, and the two accused men and two others in the house as well. So that would have been the son of the dancehall entertainer Mavado and Hines. These are the two individuals that the father stated in court that he saw inside the house. The father of Lorenzo Thomas, that is the individual that was taken out in this home invasion, still is hurting. And he said he heard Hines, and this is the individual that is actually charged alongside the son of dancehall entertainer Mavado, saying that if he should kill the father as well. And the son of the dancehall entertainer Mavado responded no. Thomas further told the court that he saw Brooks, who is the son of Mavado, pass a cutlass to one of the individuals in the room, who tried to sever the head of his son, declaring that the machete was too dull. The father said that another person, who was not before the court, fired several shots in his son's head until the gun was empty. That person then requested gasoline and poured some on the body of his son and then set the house on fire. The two accused, along with the two other men, ran from the house as it burned and went up in flames, allowing Thomas to make his escape from the house. Firefighters later found the body in the burning building. During the trial, Brooks and Hines offered an alibi which was rejected by the court. So these are the two individuals that is actually charged, Brooks and Hines. Brooks, who goes by the name Dante, is actually 18 years old, who is the son of the recording dancehall star. And many believe that he is actually the mastermind behind the murder of Lorenzo Thomas. And the actual act was committed in front of the father. Can you just imagine how that father felt to saw his son's life being snuffed out right in front of his eyes and wondering if he would be next? So the prosecutors rely on key witnesses, and 14 in total gave evidence that they saw these two individuals along with other men invade the house, which they took the life of Lorenzo Thomas. And the prosecutors believe that they have the right person and they have charged the right individuals in relation to this crime. You can just drop it in the comment section though. Let me know how you feel about this story. This was such a grisly one though that happened. And this is the thing I talk about. Whenever people have situation, they just believe as if taking the other one's life is the only way to solve or to rationalize the situation. It's very sad to see how this transpired. Now this boy, he's just 18 years old and he would have been arrested when he was actually 16 years old, I believe. Still young, still had a promising future ahead of him, and he threw it all away just for one main reason: to took the life of an individual. Now it's very unclear why they wanted this individual out of the picture so much, but there have been many speculation and rumors going on online as it relation to an incident that took place prior to this, but we don't really want to divulge much details into that at this very time. But the police have stated that he was convicted and he's to be sentenced on March 10. I will try to follow the story and keep you up to date with it though, but it's very sad to see that these two individuals have thrown their life away just in order to the demise of another person. We're gonna leave this one here. Thanks for watching. This has been Links 007 TV. Let's talk. Please remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel, click that notification bell and click on all so you're always in tune every time we post new videos. Have a blessed and productive day. Peace out from Links TV.